Zerkasi and Morgenholt are the only two people who ever saw those algorithms.
And Morgenholt is dead. And Zerkasi is connected to a mystery guest we know nothing about.
Dvorak.
Morgenholt and Zerkasi are geeks, not terrorists. Maybe this Dvorak is some kind of puppeteer.
No hitter, bottom of the 8th.
2-0, New York in the 8th.
Akir Watanabe is on the mound. He's pure concentration, pure focus.
This is no coincidence. You're on your way to the Big Apple. Bruce Morgenholt and Abraham Zerkasi were partnered together on Project Watson, the UN committee that cracked the mass kernels. They're the ones who discovered 512 encryption, the same encryption used in the messages you recovered at MCAS Bank. If this so-called Dvorak person has somehow gotten his hands on mass-based IW algos, we're in a world of hurt.
I've been trying to penetrate Zerkasi's private network since we connected him to this mess. I've seen some tough network security before, and I expected Zerkasi to have top-of-the-line tech, but this is crazy. Zerkasi's server isn't just impenetrable or invisible, it's like looking for a shadow in a pitch-black room. It's driving me crazy.
Things are turning sour in New York. It's been 24 hours since the blackout, and no one has a clue when it might end. We've got sporadic reports of unrest all over Manhattan, but it hasn't started to spill over yet. Word coming down from above is that the National Guard will be deployed within the hour. We'll need to insert you into an alley behind a building adjacent to the target building. Watch out for civilians.
Fisher, the National Guard was deployed into Manhattan about an hour ago.
I feel safer
I
already.
heard something for
Watch your fire, Sam. Those boys aren't expecting to see you and they'll attack on sight. Do not, I repeat, do not kill any of them.
I'll be careful.
Good.
Welcome to Splinter Cell Chaos Theory Mission 4, the Penthouse. As with the other videos in this series, we're playing on expert difficulty and looking to get 100% rating.
Fisher, looks like the National Guard are trying to restore the power to the building's elevator. That's probably your best way to the top.
I'll see if I can hitch a ride.
It'll be a long climb if you don't.
Shh. I'm not going to hurt you.
Who are you? Wait a minute. Is this a training exercise?
Damn. Support. This guy knows it's an exercise. Who let the cat out of the bag?
Huh. I knew it.
Roger that. Yeah. Okay. Give me a hand here, pal. Just play along. Name, rank, and number.
Corporal Stan Donlin, 24-28-996.
And you're not going to tell me anything else?
No, sir.
Good boy. All right, want me to move on to the next one? Yeah. Roger.
Hello?
Okay, I'll ask. Command wants to know how many are on the roof.
2 on the roof, sir. 2 more inbound in a chopper.
Thanks. Dismissed.
Nothing.
So we're making our way to the roof of this building. We need to get across over onto the building next door where the actual penthouse is. So there's a guard in this room and we're just waiting in the lift until we can see where he is. as you can hear, there's a chopper on the roof, and there'll be 3 guards up there, 2 of them getting out of the helicopter. I'm going to knock 2 of them out and then make my way over to the other building. As with the previous videos in this series, I'll be knocking out most of the guards as we go through.
So you know what I can't figure out? Like, the entire city is dark, right?
Yeah?
But this guy over here, all his lights are on. How can that be?
Well, the richer you get, the more paranoid you get. Guy probably has his own generator so he can keep his security system running.
Security system? Who's gonna climb 15 floors to break into his apartment?
Like I said, paranoid.
The guard with the torch is going to turn around, so we need to wait until he turns back the other way. So now we can climb up by this neon sign and zip wire over to the other building.
What's going on with the lights?
Fisher, satellite shows you've reached the Casey's building. County Clerk's office has construction permits on file for the floors below the penthouse and in the neighboring structure.
Any plans or blueprints on file?
I'll have Grim look into it, but with this blackout.
I understand. I'll see if I can dig up some plans down here.
Good idea.
I'm playing it quite safe here because sometimes this guard will hear you if you jump over the barrier too soon, so I'm waiting for him to turn around.
Fisher, that's a hired gun if I've ever seen one.
He's no night watchman either. He's a merc. He's got the same kit as the guys who were protecting Lacerda.
This whole situation is getting uglier by the second. See if you can find out who these characters work for.
Will do. What are you doing down here?
Who the hell?
Off to a bad start. Talk or die.
Okay. We're on VIP protection. This floor. We need to secure it because we can't lock it off from the penthouse.
Does the architect or engineer keep an office or a desk down here?
Yeah, of course. West side of the building.
Since you're doing so well, why don't you tell me the name of the PMC you work for?
I work for Displace. Displace International.
Displace? That's Doug Shetland's company.
I know.
Fisher, if Shetland turns out to be crooked...
If Shetland is crooked, I'll take him down myself. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
Could be. See if you can find out who's in charge of this protection detail. Maybe someone inside Displace is playing both sides.
You got it.
How much longer is this gonna take?
It'll be done when it's done.
Done when it's done? What kind of answer is that?
Hey, I got a 220 connection here at 16 amps.
So?
So you know what that kind of juice will do to you if the wires get crossed?
No.
Well, here. Touch right here and find out.
No thanks.
Yeah, good thinking. Now get lost. It'll be done when it's done.
So there's a bit of a delay here just while we wait for these guards to sort themselves out. The one that's in front here will go back around the corner in a second, and then the guy behind will finish playing with the lift and come over this way.
with that.
So there's a guy asleep at the computer up here. We're just going to knock him straight out.
Work permits, architectural plans. Interesting. Zerkezi has a hardened panic room off of his bedroom.
I'll check it out.
Looks like he also filed plans for construction in the next building over.
The next building.
I'm no architect, but if I'm reading these plans right, both buildings are connected across a rooftop. I'll leave the relevant data on your OPSAT. Should help you navigate.
Thanks.
Fisher, Zerkezi's cameras project an infrared beam so they can see in the dark.
If it's an infrared beam, I can see it in my night vision.
Exactly. And listen, it would help us keep tabs on Zerkezi if we could use these cameras against him.
Gotcha. I'll try and run some taps.
Good work, Fisher. That's one camera tapped. There should be 5 more.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Gotta keep my eyes wide open.
So we need to move this body because there's a guy outside the window who will see the body on the floor and set off the alarm. The timing here is quite critical.
Hey, I don't recognize you. How long have you been with this? Come on, get the lights back on! All clear.
Now we need to wait because the first time you enter this area, this guy comes back outside to talk to the guard that's out here.
Hey, I don't recognize you. How long have you been with this place?
3 months. I just got transferred up from Peru. I was on the, VIP detail down there.
Ah, so you're already, in the loop.
Yeah, me and, well, you know, we go way back.
Well, stick with us. We know how to get things done.
I know. Like I say, we go way back.
Right.
So there's a light above us which we're going to need to OCP in a second, and then there's a video camera in that corner by the wall which we need to tap.
Why are these lights out?
So we'll just wait for this guard to come back and then we'll see what he's got to say for himself.
Stay quiet. It's a long way down to the street.
Oh, God, please don't.
Sounds to me like you know who's in charge of VIP protection here.
Yeah, it's Nedich. Mylon Nedich.
Was he in charge of the protection detail on Morganhold in Peru as well?
Yeah, Mylon handles all displaced VIP protection contracts.
Well, he's not very good at it, is he?
Please don't throw me off this roof.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Mylon Nedich. Echelon's got nothing. He doesn't even exist.
Well, whoever he is, he's playing both sides. We need to inform Shetland.
No can do, Sam. We can't compromise OPSEC for private interests.
Fine. But if I find Nedich, it'll be less of a problem.
Admirable of you to protect your friend, but
You said he doesn't exist. I'm just correcting a bureaucratic error.
So this is the guard we saw earlier, and there's another guard at the end of the corridor. There's also a couple of video cameras we need to be careful of. Again, I'm being quite cautious here, but I'm just waiting for the guard to come back before we nab him. Right, I'm going to drag him off to the side here, but this is directly under a video camera, so you have to be a little bit careful. So the second guard is leaning against this pillar here.
Good work, Fisher. That's 4 of 6 cameras tapped.
I'll keep an eye out for the other 2.
The last 2 cameras are upstairs in the bedroom area, which is where we're heading now. This bit's quite simple, as long as you remember to avoid the camera. Now we can head into the server room and get the information off the computer that we need.
Gotcha.
Who?
Dvorak.
Where is he?
According to this, he's in the building next door. You can get there across the rooftop through the magnetically locked doors.
How do I get through the doors?
They're not magnetically locked anymore.
Thanks for the help.
So the last camera is in the greenhouse area at the back.
How long have you known him? Long time. Long time. Since before this place. Since before Bosnia.
Before Bosnia? Good lord. I knew he had connections, but...
Yep. Know him a long time. He treats us good, we do what he says.
Yes. Yes, well, he sure treats us well.
Now you know too. Now you work for him. Do what he says.
Yes, well, Certainly worth my while now, isn't it?
More than worth your while. It'll keep you alive, man.
Just waiting behind the door for the first guard to come out. So the camera is just inside the door around to the left. You can just leave the guard that's in here and come straight back out of the room again if you prefer.
Good work on the cameras, Sam. We'll have guys watching Zerkazy 24/7.
Always happy to keep the donut dippers busy.
If you do want to grab him, you need to remember to knock the camera out first. The timing here is quite tight, so you need to get a move on. So now we can drop back downstairs, remembering to avoid the cameras. We finished in this side of the building, so now we're making our way round to the other side. There's a guard out here behind these boxes that we need to be careful of. Need to walk slowly over this gravel, it makes a lot of noise. So we're going to distract this guard with a sticky camera.
What's up?
I never noticed that drawing on the wall before. Just need to watch this wall mine over here. There's a vent here that we're going to climb through. We're getting close to the end of the level now. There's just a guy downstairs we need to speak to, and then we make our way back to our extraction point.
You must be Dvorak.
Well, Dvorak, huh? I had thought this area was, well, off limits.
You're not Dvorak.
Well, since we're being blunt, well, no.
Then who are you?
Such a rush you're in. Fancy some tea, do you?
Lambert, something weird is happening.
I'll say.
What do I do?
The old man seems harmless. Indulge him. See if he knows anything.
Reminds me of poor old Jiggers. Oh, Jiggers. We hardly knew ye.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, well, one might ask you the same.
I'm looking for a man named Dvorak.
Ah, Dvorak, yes! Well, you're not going to find one. This way! Yes, here we are then. This is Dvorak.
Jesus. I think I just figured out why you couldn't hack in here, Grim.
Yeah, no kidding.
What the hell do I do now?
Hold on while I find a slide rule.
See what the old man knows, Fisher.
Okay. If this is Dvorak, who are you?
I am Dvorak's keeper. Thank you most kindly for asking.
And what is this Dvorak?
Dvorak is, well, you likely wouldn't understand.
I'm sure you're right. But let's have it for the record anyway.
Dvorak is a mechanical representation of a self-referential axiom of number theory. Dvorak encodes its own logical structure within its own executable cycle and recursively derives a more accurate representation of itself with each successive execution.
Right. Grim, did you get that?
My god, it's an infinite state machine.
Fine. What do I do?
If Zerkazy is using this...
Grim.
Sorry, Sam, we're gonna need a copy of Dvorak's output so we can work out the algorithm it's built on.
How do I get its output?
It runs on punch cards.
Punch cards?
You'll need to restart the sequence and initialize each tower in the right order, and then retrieve the output stack.
How do I know the right sequence?
You'll need to hit the switches in order as the tubes start to heat up. Ask the old man for help.
I need your help.
Indeed. What can I help you with, my good fellow?
I need you to help me initialize Dvorak so I can retrieve an output stack.
Ah, Dvorak. Well, that is certainly something I can help with. Why don't you restart it? I'll initialize the towers on this side, and you can do the other side. There you go.
All right, I got the stack.
Good work, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce. Get to your primary extraction point.
On my way.
So we're going to exit a different way to the way we came in. There's one more guard out here that we need to deal with. Okay, so there's no guards left between us and our extraction point. We just got to remember there's a couple of cameras on the way. There's a camera out here we need to avoid. There's a second camera round in this corridor that we're going to have to take out. We completed all our primary and secondary objectives and maintained our 100% rating. Don't forget to like, share and comment.